Welcome to the Metropolitan Line.
Running from Aldgate in the east to Uxbridge, Amersham and here at Watford in the west, this was the first underground railway in the world.
In today's show, we will be stopping off at 4 stations along the line and finding out what there is to see and do.
Indeed we will. And make sure you stay tuned to the end of today's show because we have a very special announcement. But first, Paul will guide you through the history of this great railway.
The Metropolitan Railway opened in 1863 and ran 3 3/4 miles from Paddington to Farringdon Street. Over the next 60 years it was extended and by 1925 had formed the full line we know today, spanning 41.5 miles, with only 6 miles running through tunnels. The Metropolitan Railway had been exploiting the land along its line and in the 1880s entered a new phase of its housing units at Pinner. The name Metroland was coined in 1915 and conjures up images of London's vast suburbia. The Metropolitan Line serves 34 stations over the main line from Aldgate to Amersham and branches to Chesham, Uxbridge and Watford. Ickenham Station is tucked down a quiet road not far from the village centre. One of the village's most striking features is the Ickenham Pump. The Ickenham Pump was erected in 1866 and the canopy was built in 1887 for Queen Victoria's Golden Jubilee. You can also take in the calm water at the nearby pond. The grounds of St. Giles Church are filled with colorful flowers and offer a quiet place for reflection. As soon as you step off the train at Ruislip, you can take in the colorful community garden. But what else is there to see in the town? St. Martin's Church in Ruislip dates back to the 13th century. English Heritage has declared it a Grade 1 listed building. The busy High Street is home to one of the UK's classic Wimpy burger restaurants. If you're not in the mood for a meal, there's also an extensive dessert menu featuring the legendary Wimpy ice cream sundae. There really is something for everyone in Ruislip.
Harrow-on-the-Hill station is the last stop on the Metropolitan Line from central London before it splits into the branches going to Uxbridge, Amersham and Watford. Harrow has a bustling town centre with shops, pubs and restaurants to suit all tastes and budgets. They centre around two major shopping centres, St George's and St Anne's.
The historic village of Harrow-on-the-Hill is raised 230 feet above the surrounding area. It is probably best known for Harrow School. Harrow School's past pupils include a roll call of famous names from wartime Prime Minister Sir Winston Churchill to Sherlock actor Benedict Cumberbatch. There is quite a view from Harrow-on-the-Hill. You could see Wembley Stadium and beyond.
The fourth station, Metropolitan Line train to Amersham. The next station is Ickenham.
So let's take a look around Pinner. Visiting the village of Pinner is like stepping back in time. The High Street has quaint little Tudor buildings, including the Queen's Head pub. Records show an inn has stood on this site since 1540. It is the perfect place to stop off for a pint or spot of dinner.
St. John the Baptist Church was consecrated in 1320 and largely dates from the 14th century.
And on a hot day such as this, I think there's only one thing to do, and that's to go in for a quick refreshing pint. Well, we're off to our final destination now.
Yep.
Come with us!
At the top of the show, we promised you some exciting news.
Indeed we did. We're enjoying the show so much that from next week, we're going to be here twice a week, every Tuesday and every Saturday.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, please do. And after today's long journey, we're off now for a bite to eat in our favourite spot right here in Watford. See you next Tuesday!